today I will be giving you guys a video explaining why you need a 350Z, why you should buy a 350Z, why this car could be the perfect car for you. Starting with the exhaust, dude, look, just hear the idle, bro. Tell me that doesn't sound sick. For being an NAV6, you really can't beat this sound, to be honest. Alright guys, we are off. Nothing like the VQ sounds in the morning. Here's some pop for you guys early in the morning. Let's start this video off with a bang, literally. Alright guys, we made it to the location where this video will be taking place. I hope it's a good little scenery. Some of the OGs will remember this spot. There's a car right there. Little desert vibes. So yeah, the car might be a little dirty, if you guys could tell. I'm sorry about that. Why is there handprints on my hood, bro? I never touch my hood. Who's been touching my hood? Anyways, alright. So let's get right into it. Today's video. This is why you should buy a 350Z, and there's wind, bro. Alright guys, so I ended up coming to another spot. I felt like the first one had too much wind in the background, and I didn't want to risk be doing this whole video and then me not being able to post it because of the wind. So this is why you should buy this car, a Nissan 350Z. So to start off with, my car is a 2008 Nissan 350Z that comes with the BQ35HR motor. It's not the, I guess you can say the regular 350Z, because from 03 to 06 it comes with the DE. The 06 has the rev up, and the 03 to 05 has the regular DE, and this one comes with the HR, the 07 and the 08. So I just wanted to throw that out there before we get started, just so you guys can know exactly what 350Z I have. So this is actually the base model, by the way. Anyways, okay, let's get right into it. So the first of many reasons why I believe you should get this car is because honestly, they're not expensive. They're pretty cheap actually. I feel like it's really good bang for your buck. So the 03 to 06 is, I would say right now they're probably like 5,000, some even lower, 3,000 to 4,000. Some could be higher. Obviously you get what you pay for. The better the car is, the more expensive it's going to be. So this one, I bought this car 3 years ago for 15,000. It was a very low mileage HR. I had 2 owners, clean title. So honestly, you guys might think I'm crazy for paying 15,000 for it, but I mean, I don't regret it. It's been a good car to me. Like I said, you get what you pay for. Obviously, if I were to buy a $6,000 HR, $7,000, I mean, I would have had more problems with it. Thankfully, this car is giving me little to no problems. So that's one thing. It's pretty cheap. You can find them anywhere, by the way. Right now that I'm talking about like buying the car in general, like the price, I'm gonna talk about where you can find them. If I was in the market for a 350Z again, I would definitely be checking places like Craigslist, Car Guru, something like that. I bought this car on CarMax, so I will be checking CarMax. The Facebook Marketplace is like an underrated place to buy things. I be finding everything on there. I bought these wheels off of there, or actually I traded. What else have I bought on there? I bought my other wheels on there. Like, that's a really good like source of buying things. Like, that's a very, like, one of my favorites. That's where I always go to check if there's like wheels that I want or like parts that I need. Last but not least, I personally don't really like using this like website, whatever, this app to buy things. OfferUp. The reason I don't really like using it is because I feel like it has like a bad fame to it. Like, kind of like people try to like F you over there, you know. I don't know. I've always had that like that vibe from me. I don't know. I just personally, I wouldn't buy from there. So yeah, that's the first reason. It's cheap, affordable, a good thing for your buck, and honestly, it's a nice car. So second on the list is actually one of the reasons why I got this car. It's actually really fun. It's a driver's car. Like, it's fun going in the straight line. You could drift this thing, or you go in the back roads, have fun. This car is just overall fun. 100% of the time that I'm driving this car, I have a smile on my face. If I'm having a bad day, I hop in this car and it changes it all. Like, this car is literally fun. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a video game. It's like when you're driving, it feels like a video game. I don't know, like, I feel like a little kid again when I'm behind the wheel of this car. It's just so fun to drive. Doing pulls, like trying to whip it, trying to drift it. Oh my god, the trains are super loud. The car is just overall a fun car. I have no complaints. I have yet to get bored of this car, and I probably never will. That's why I plan to keep this car for the rest of my life. Obviously the power can get like a little, not boring, but it can get old. That's why you upgrade. So like me in the future, I want to boost this car. That'll make this car like 10 times more funner. So I mean, the fun never ends in this car, to be honest. So another reason is the aftermarket market, I guess you could call it. This car has a variety of different parts you can add to it from different price ranges. If you want to build it on a budget, you can. If you want to go all out, you can. There's a lot of different things you could do to this car. Like I said, like for example, I have carbon fiber on this, coilovers. If you don't like the carbon fiber, you can keep it all. You get like a custom hood. You can even paint over this. I got the headlights. Well, not the only headlights. What I'm trying to say is that like there's so many options in the aftermarket market. You literally customize this car any way you want. Like there's parts like that. Like for example, this part comes off of G35. These motor guards. It's like so many things you could do to customize this car that looks really good on it. Like this is a part that not a lot of people have. The carbon fiber, what would you call it, plate holder? I don't know. That's something not a lot of people have. The louvers, I don't know, just a lot of things you could do to these cars. Now that I'm talking about modding the car, it's actually not too expensive to mod. I mean, obviously, like you could choose to mod it expensively. Like the carbon fiber is not cheap, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's actually like some things are not as expensive as I thought they would be. For example, the headlights. The headlights were only $300 like 2 years ago to customize them and get the demonized. That side splitter was actually like $130, so it's actually pretty cheap in my opinion. I feel like it's not too expensive. Obviously, the only thing that's expensive, honestly, in my opinion, is like modding it, like motor wise, performance wise, because I feel like you spend a lot of money to barely get like some horsepower. For example, if I were to boost this car, I'll put like $10,000 into it to only gain like 200 horsepower at most, probably less. Like let me see, if I'm doing like for example, say I'm 300 to the wheel, if I were to boost this on a safe setup, I'll probably be like at anywhere from like 420 to like not 500. Obviously on a stock block, I'm talking like on a stock block. If I were to boost this car like right now, so I mean, I feel like that's the only thing that's kind of expensive on this car, is making power out of it. But other than that, like making it clean, you can do a lot of things to make it clean for cheaper. For example, you don't even need coilovers. You could get springs. A good spring will lower the car enough for it to look good. I personally have coilovers, but there's like ways around it. You know, there's like, you could pretty much you could build this car on a budget and still make it look clean. And like I said in the beginning of the video, this car sounds super good. In my opinion, it's the best sounding NAV6 out there. That's just me though. I mean, I'm gonna show a little bias for the car. I have the car. It's my car, so I feel like these cars just sing. Although like a lot of people have been saying lately that they sound like trumpets, I feel like just because one person started saying it, now everybody says it. I mean, it was funny at first, but like at the like now it's kind of just like not annoying, but not that I care. Like I really don't care what people think, but it doesn't really sound like a trumpet. Obviously, if you straight pipe the car, it's not gonna sound good. It kind of does sound like a trumpet, but if you put a good exhaust on it, and honestly, it doesn't really sound like a trumpet. It sounds really good. Like I said, I feel like it's one of the best sounding naturally aspirated V6s. And to back up my words, I'm gonna put some sound clips right here.
is how you do a motherfucking pull.
So building up on what I said earlier, you can pretty much, there's a lot of different, like, how can I say this? A lot of different things you could do to this car, and like in terms of like, you can make this car a drift car, you can make it a track car, you can make it a drag car, you could make it a stance car, you can make it a show car, you could do everything to it. You could literally have it stock with a turbo and a fat tire, and you'll be chasing times, you know. You can make this car easily like a 9-second, 8-second car. Not easily, obviously it'll take a lot of work, but like, you can do that. You can make it to a drift car. I do actually want to buy another one, older, like a DE model, and make it a drift car just for fun, like a street drift car, like be like hitting corners and stuff. You can make it into a track car, like I said, or you can even like bag it or like slam it to the floor and make it a show car, a stance car, and make it look super duper good. I know a lot of people that do that, that chose that route, and they make the car look super good. What I personally went for is a stance-ish setup, not too low, but not like too high either, and just having a little bit of power just to back itself up on the streets. I mean, it's not fast. I don't think my car's fast, but it's fun. That being said, even though I just said I don't think my car's fast, it's honestly pretty quick for what it is. For NAV6, the only one that I see beating this car, stockish even with mods, is the 370. That's the only ones that could beat the HRs. I beat lots of 370s though, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like sometimes it could be a driver's race, but 370s are just, they're just superior to the HR motors now. Like I said, these aren't super duper fast, but they're quick. For daily driving on the street, dude, I consider this car a fast daily driver. Like I said, most of you guys are probably gonna laugh at me saying, oh my god, you think 300 wheel horsepower is fast? Yes, bro, I know. The only thing that's fast nowadays is like 700 to the wheel, or like 600, I know. But to me, it's fast and it's fun. It always makes me smile whenever I do a pull. So another reason that this car actually ages really, really well, I've had a lot of people tell me or ask me what year it was, and when I told them it's a 2008, they trip out. I'm like, no way, I thought it was like a 2020 or like 2018, whatever. Like, nah, bro, it's like a 13-year-old car. Like, I feel like this car, like I said, like ages really well. Like, it looks pretty new. If I were to tell most people it's a 2008, like I just said, they usually trip out, and they will trip out. For example, one time, I went with my homie Andres. He has the 2018 370. I went to one of my, whose was it? It was one of my dad's friend's house. We went over, and he was just looking at the cars, like admiring them. He was like, I pretty much told him that one of them was a 2018 and the other one was a 2008. And he thought the 370 was a 2008, and he thought this one was a 2018. I was like, nah, bro, it's like the opposite. So I mean, if you take care of these cars and mod them like tastefully, they age really well, and they honestly look better than a lot of new cars nowadays. Just the curves of it make it look a lot better than most cars. I personally like this one over the 370, looks wise. Power wise, do I regret getting this car with a 370? Nah, because it's clean, in my opinion, cleaner, and it's not that much slower, and you could beat them if you know how to drive your car. Honestly, this car is also a good like first car, or like car to learn things in. Like, I wouldn't really necessarily say learn sticking, but like you could learn to like drift in it. You could learn, like, you could practice your driver mod in it. It's a really good transmission. It feels really good. You can learn to do things like that. So I feel like it's a good learner's car. Not to drive stick necessarily, but like to like drift and stuff. Go to the track. I don't know, things like that. I feel like this car will serve you as a good platform to learn it. Last but not least, I feel like this car has been really, really reliable to me. I beat this car up on the daily. There's not a day I drive it that I don't do a pull. Every single day. I drove it. I've been driving this car for like 10 minutes, and I already did like 2 pulls. I've been popping. If you guys don't know, my car pops a lot. And that's not the healthiest thing to the car, to the engine. and obviously pulls aren't. And I do that on the daily. Everywhere I go, I'm popping, I'm doing pulls, I'm racing if I come across other cars. And thank God to this day I haven't really had any issues. Although right now I have a check engine light and my gallery gaskets seem to be blown out. That's the only thing about these cars that's really popular, for your gallery gaskets to blow. So I need to exchange that ASAP, so my car could be running 100 again. So my car is actually not running as how it's supposed to be because of that. But like I said, the car still has never left me stranded. The car has been extremely reliable. It's as reliable as a Toyota, as an old Corolla, but it's fun. So reliability on these cars, A1, as long as you take care of them. For the older models, like I said at first, the 03 to 06s, I know those are reliable too, but you got to keep an eye on the oil. Those are oil leakers, like they leak a lot of oil. So as long as you keep an eye on that, I'm sure you'll be fine. My homie Eric has a DE and he keeps an eye on the oil, and the car is reliable as can be. No problems, no issues, never. With that being said, guys, I think this is going to conclude today's video. There's a radio security guard right there looking at me, I'm assuming waiting for me to leave. But I hope this video helped you guys deciding whether or not you guys want to get a 350Z after all. I hope my reasons made sense and, like I said, helped you. I personally can't complain. I just turned 3 years with this car. Like, what day is it today? Like 3 days ago. Like I said, no issues, nothing but smiles, nothing but fun. If I were to do it all over again, I would definitely do it. This car has always been like a dream car to me, and I made it come true, and now we're here. Thanks to this car, I know a lot of you guys, and I'm continuing to grow this passion for cars, and we're only gonna go up from here. Soon this car will have a turbo under the hood and be making double its horsepower. Just bear with me. I gotta save up. I just gotta put more money in the piggy bank, then I could break it, and I'll have a boosted car for you guys. The constant will never stop. I'm trying my best, guys, with all this coronavirus stuff. A lot of things, a lot of events have been taken away. A lot of 2020 plans went to shit, as not only for me, obviously for the whole world. But we're not giving up, guys. I'm gonna try to, like I said, at least give you guys 2 videos per week. I'm trying my best to keep you guys entertained, have some content for you guys. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that bell button so you guys can be alerted whenever I post. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out from me and this red tomato Z. Peace out, guys.